The question presented to us today was, how often do you get hurt from a chiropractic adjustment, Dr. Shane? And the answer is, not often. Not often. In fact, very, very, very rarely. 1 in 1 to 2 million adjustments. 1 in 1 to 2 million chiropractic adjustments is the rate of a serious adverse event, including things like fracture, dislocation, or disc herniation. What is the risk for, we've said Tylenol, right? 1 in 2,200 serious adverse event. Way more likely to have some bad happen there. What about driving? How safe is chiropractic relatively? 1 to 2% is the rate of a serious adverse event, an injury or death, getting into a car accident. 1 to 2% per 100,000 miles driven. 1 to 2% per 100,000 miles. How many miles are on your car? I got 100,000 right there. Ain't never been hurt with a chiropractic adjustment, right? So it's, it's amazing how we can fear things that are just completely innocuous, really. And typically when, something bad happens, it's a result of maybe the doctor, the chiropractor not doing their due diligence in terms of a proper exam, right? Maybe somebody came into the office and they were having a stroke and they didn't call 911. There's no correlation between a chiropractic cervical neck adjustment and people having stroke, for example, or artery dissection. It's just, the evidence is just not there, right? And so we're so quick to do all these other things, People are often hypocrites in this manner. This isn't to attack anybody, but look at yourself and say, am I giving someone a tough time or giving myself a hard time about doing these things that I'm worried about doing because I think they're too risky when really they're healthy, right? And your risk could be in the fluoride in your toothpaste that you use every morning, right? It could be the fact that you're drinking those sugary drinks every day. I mean, these types of things you do left and right, going and getting fast food, they increase your risk for all-cause mortality, anything killing you is what that means, and just reduce your overall health far more than so many other things that we encounter, right? And when it comes to anything that's going to truly improve your health, it takes some effort, right? You need to break that threshold to where, okay, it's uncomfortable at first. We welcome discomfort. We break that threshold at first, and then our body responds by telling us what's really good for us, just like when you stop eating food that's bad for you at first, and then you start eating stuff real healthy. It doesn't taste good. You don't like wheatgrass. Then you become addicted to wheatgrass because you feel great from it, and eating whole food from nature, right? Maybe you're sore after your first chiropractic adjustment. Maybe you're sore for a couple days, but then you're like, moving a little bit better. Weeks in, you're like, wow, there's a world of difference here, right? Exercise routines, we've talked about in the beginning, it's hard, and then you get over that hump, and we've talked about just getting over the hump in general, but, if you're going to look at things in general, aside from chiropractic and say, maybe I'll veer from that because there's some significant risk to my health. Well, look at everything else that you do in your life. And if you assess the risk of all of it, I'm sure you might realize much of the time that is a minimal one to undertake. That's what we got for you guys today. Chiropractic, super safe. That's the message. And, do all that other good stuff for your health. Ma, what's up? Love you. Day peace from the east. What's up? How you doing, brother? Hope you have a great workout. Sabia. Hello, my dear. E. Fitzhume. And John. As for now, 172-32022. Thank you for coming on. So we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have a fantastic rest of your day today. Thanks so much. Happy Monday and happy wellness. We'll see you later. Gotta go ship some super you. Then go to work in another office. It never ends, but we love it. Not complaining.